Good morning, beloveds. I still haven't figured out the camera angle on this phone. All right. Um, it is March. I believe it's March 9th. Yes, it is March 9th. It is Wednesday, so I got to go to the gym today. All right. And I got out of the mountain climbers, which may or may not be a good thing. Okay. All right. It is March 9th. I witness everywhere the beauty of God. Our quote is from Psalm 90, line 17, and let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us. I believe it was Plato who said that God is love, truth, and beauty. It has always seemed wonderful to me that one of the world's greatest thinkers should have included beauty as a necessary part of the divine nature. How evident this beauty is everywhere we look. How wonderful is the landscape, the sunset, or the color of the desert at dawn. How beautiful is the daffodil in its sweet simplicity, and what majestic beauty and strength in the mountain and the wave. Everything is rooted in beauty. Beauty is harmony and right proportion. It is symmetry and charm and grace and loveliness. Surely we should identify ourselves with this terrific beauty that pours its warmth and color over everything and seems to be at the very root of our being. Recognizing beauty in everything and knowing that God is the very essence of this beauty, I include myself, my personality, my individuality, my whole being in this beauty. I am some part of an infinite harmony, a terrific loveliness, a universal flow of warmth and color and givingness. I claim all of this as my own, not because of any particular merits I personally possess, but rather because of the necessity of it being true. I shall no longer think of myself as separate from this beauty or different from it. Therefore, today, to law, to order, to love, to power, I shall add this other thought. Divine beauty is everywhere. In this beauty, I am beautiful. In this infinite warmth and color, I live and have my being. Its beauty flows through every act, its charm and grace manifest in every movement, in every thought, imparting itself in love to everyone I meet. Today, I see beauty in others, the charm, the grace, the presence of the living spirit. Okay, so let's just be honest. As a woman, I have a couple of issues with this. And that's why I started it with as a woman. I have a couple of issues with this. Now, and they're personal issues. They have nothing to do with what he's saying, because I agree with what he's saying. But here's where we as women can struggle with this, and men too. So, there is this standard of beauty that the culture has that I do not fit. All right. So we are constantly being blared at by mostly advertising, but you see it in movies and TV shows and what have you. There's the standard of beauty. I'm never gonna look like that. I've never looked like that. And fortunately for me right now, I don't want to. So there's that. That's not what Ernest is talking about. All right. And the other problem, and this is a woman problem. This is a female problem. So if you're a man and watching this and you are unaware of this, well, welcome to our world. Is that the phrase is beauty is not the rent we pay on this to exist on this earth. There's a movement going around now to find ways to compliment females, women, girls, especially little girls, on anything but their looks. All right. And that's one of the things that in here, he did mention looks, but he also talked about charm and personality and all of that. And so Thank you, Ernest, for not making it just about looks, just about appearances. All right. Um, and so, because almost every compliment paid to a woman almost always starts with her looks and frequently ends there. Frequently ends there. So, sometimes when we are confronted with this idea of beauty, it makes us stop and go, now, here's the other thing. The interesting thing is that the more work that I have done on myself, the more I can look in the mirror and see, the beauty. Yes, I don't fit the cultural standard, the societal standard, the diet industry standard of beauty. But when I look in the mirror, I see God looking back at me. I see the living, breathing spirit looking back at me. I see beauty. All right. Because it's not just about my physical appearance. It's about my heart. It's about my mind. It's about my personality. It's about the way I interact with people. That's all beauty, because it is about harmony and charm and, all of that. And so that's one of the things. So when we start to talk about beauty, it's not just about appearances, just the same as when we talk about abundance. It's not just about the money. You got to look a little deeper than the surface level. So, all right. I just wanted to put that out there because those are the issues. Those are the issues. If you look in the mirror and you don't see what, the diet industry thinks is, you may not think you're beautiful. And the God's honest truth is you are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Somebody trying to sell you something, that's not the standard of beauty. All right? It's not the standard of beauty. It's like anytime anybody's trying to sell me something, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. So, which means I encourage you to take what I say with a grain of salt, because what I'm trying to sell you is a better life. Don't take everything I say. Test it for yourself. All right. So, March 9th, I witness everywhere the beauty of God. Now, I will go outside and take pictures of clouds. I will go outside and take pictures of birds. I think that all of that is beautiful. Honestly, the trees without leaves on a cloudy sky, one of the most beautiful things ever. I mean, it's stark, but it's beautiful. And trees are rarely symmetrical. So if you're not symmetrical, because I'm not, my nose is a little crooked. And now that I've told you that, that's all you're going to see. You know, symmetry is beautiful, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes what is not symmetrical is also beautiful. All right. So let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us. Psalm 90:17. Go read the psalm. I believe it was Plato who said that God is love, truth, and beauty. And when we did the class, it's the mysticism class. That was the week that you spent on beauty was all about Greek. And I was reading, I don't even know what I was reading. It may have been in the Essential Ernest Holmes, where they were talking about the difference between Greek statuary and Roman statuary. And in Greek statuary, it's perfect, like proportionally perfect. And then you look at Roman statuary, and it's not. They people look like real people, but and they were talking about the difference between how Greek is the perfection and the symmetry and the balance and all of that. And then you look at the Romans, and the Romans were real, and they were warm and colorful. So you need both. You need both. It always seemed wonderful to me that one of the world's greatest thinkers should have included beauty as a necessary part of the divine nature. How evident this beauty is everywhere he look. And then he proceeds to give us interesting examples. How wonderful the landscape, the sunset. I love sunsets and sunrises. There was this brief moment this morning where the lights were hitting the clouds in just such a way, and it was momentary, and it wasn't in a place that I could take a picture. And I was just like, so now I just have to remember that beauty. I can't share it. I just have to remember it. But I got to experience it. Or the color of the desert at dawn. How beautiful is the daffodil in its sweet simplicity, and what majestic beauty and strength in the mountains and the wave. Everything is rooted in beauty. Beauty is harmony and right proportion. It is symmetry and charm and grace and loveliness. It's not just about appearances, all right? Surely we should identify ourselves with this terrific beauty that pours out its warmth and color over everything and seems to be at the root of our being. So it is harmony, it is right proportion, which means balance, by the way. Is your life beautiful? And if not, where can you balance it to make it more beautiful? All right. It is symmetry, charm, grace, and loveliness. So it's not just appearances. Charm, manner, grace, kindness, and it's heart-centered. Because they do say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's heart-centered. It's emotional. It is the root of our being. So, recognizing beauty in everything and knowing that God is the very essence of this beauty, okay, and what are we made from? We are made from God's stuff. I include myself, my personality, my individuality, my whole being in this beauty, all right? So now, I know we have a mission today. I have a challenge for you today. Go look at yourself in the mirror and include yourself in this. Go and tell yourself that you are beautiful. Go and tell yourself you're beautiful. I may make that the mission. All right? In this beauty, I am some part of an infinite harmony, a terrific loveliness, a universal flow of warmth and color and givingness. You want beauty? There it is, a flow of warmth, color, and givingness. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And it has nothing to do with your appearance. I claim all this as my own, not because of any particular merits I particularly possess. Okay, although I do challenge you to go and look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful. But rather because of the necessity of it being true. We embody the qualities of God. If God is beauty, then we embody the quality of beauty. All right? And it goes so much deeper than surface appearances. I shall no longer think of myself as separate from this beauty or different from it, which means I get to let go of society's idea of beauty, culture's ideas of beauty, and go to God's ideas of beauty and go for a walk in a park. Go look at flowers, go look at trees, go look at birds. See God's idea of beauty. Watch a sunset or a sunrise. See God's idea of beauty. Therefore today, to law, to order, to love, to power, I shall add this other thought. Divine beauty is everywhere. In this beauty, I am beautiful. In this infinite warmth and color, I live and have my being. Its beauty flows through every act. Its charm and grace manifest in every movement, in every thought, imparting itself in love to everyone I meet. Today, I see beauty in others, the charm, the grace, the presence of the living spirit. If you can look at another's eyes and see God looking back at you, then you see beauty. Then you see beauty. All right? All right. I said the mission today. The mission today is to see beauty in others. But the challenge today The mission, if we choose to accept it, the challenge, if we choose to accept it, is to go look in our own eyes, look in a mirror and say, I am beautiful. You are beautiful. You want to do it in the third person? Do that too. All right? I am beautiful. You are beautiful. Try it. And say it until you believe it. Okay. That is the mission. That is the challenge. Seeing beauty in others is easy. Seeing it in ourselves can be a challenge. All right. So, therefore, the other thing that I ask you to do every day is to do something loving for yourself, to do something kind for yourself, to do something compassionate for yourself. And believe it or not, looking in your eyes and telling yourself you're beautiful is a loving, kind, and compassionate thing. It may not feel like it at first. It may not. It may be hard. But what you are going to do when you do that is you are going to undo a lifetime of programming that has nothing to do with you. All right? The diet industry, you're going to undo all of that programming. The programming from society, from culture, from the patriarchy, from, like I said, the diet industry. So yes, loving, kind, compassionate. It is a spiritual practice. And try it. Try it. All right. I'm going to move into the process of my day, and I can honestly say my text message has been really busy. I like the new phone because if I'm doing this, you're not hearing my text notification, which would be weird. It would be, because right now my text notification is the character of Loki from the Marvel Universe saying surprise. So I'm grateful you're not hearing that right now. All right, beloveds, I am going to move into the process of my day. I'm going to encourage you to do something, we've done the loving, kind, compassionate thing. I'm sorry. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you today. That can include a lot of stretching, because that's what mine was. Drink plenty of water. Get some bright light early in your day. We still haven't seen the sun yet, so I'm using the artificial light. But hey, I also got my body moving, so I'm good. And drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. I have had plenty of water today. It's telling on me right now. And whatever else you do, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you you do live in heaven right here, right now. Today, Ernest asked us to see the beauty. To see the beauty. And that is one way that you open your soul. You open your soul to these ideas of beauty that you hadn't seen before. We're coming up on springtime. There will be babies soon. And that, yeah, you want beauty? That's beauty. Okay. All right. I have got to get off this. Email info@creativelife.org. I think that the Living of the Science of Mind book study is still going on Wednesdays. Not absolutely sure, because I know that one of the practitioners that does that is going to start the class tomorrow, I believe. The Power of Decision. So get on the email. That way you'll know for sure. But there's about 3 book studies going on, which reminds me I need to ask for that link. And take care of yourself. Have a great day, an amazing day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day. Whatever it is that you need today. Supply your own adverb, adjective, noun, verb. Have a good day. If that's too much pressure, simply have a day. You're enough just as you are. You are a beloved child of God. And you are beautiful. All right, beloveds, know that you are loved. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. Reverend David should be on with you around 5 p.m. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.